everybody, this is Kelly, also known on Twitter as KellyAnn1977. And anybody who games on Steam, my username is KellyAnn1027. And I'm in the process of starting to make this from Every Plate box from everyplate.com. And it is a Hawaiian pork fried rice. And it comes with all the ingredients other than what's right here. So I have all the ingredients out. The little sauces will always come in little packets like this. And this is the rice. It's enough to feed 2 people, 1 onion, 1 lime. I just might leave out the jalapeno because me and my husband's stomach has been a little upset. Carrots, this is the fruit cup to make it the Hawaiian, and then this comes with the hamburger pork, ground pork, and this sauce. And I have soy sauce because I definitely will be adding soy sauce to this. So right now it is 12:10. My husband just left about 20 minutes ago to go to school real quick. He has a meeting with his guidance counselor. And he donates books that he'll never use again. Say they're regular, like reading books, not, school books. So my teacher put in the grade for my final project in my writing English class. It's a document technical writing class. And she only gave me a 70. You needed a 70 to pass her class with this paper. It was a research essay. So my first draft, she gave me a 60. And my second draft that I handed in, I never got feedback from her. And I said to her in my journal twice, this is 2 weeks in a row, I said to her, I need feedback from you or I'm going to have no other choice than to use the e-tutoring to see what their feedback would be. There's no guarantee this is an English teacher. This could just be a student doing an internship like me. So I utilized them. I utilized them 3 times during this process. I worked on this paper for about 7 weeks, on and off. I found 8 sources. They were all credible. I had articles, journals, interviews, National Geographic, and I had government sites. So I went and I did everything that she told me to and turn it in. Anything that was highlighted, and it would say why it was highlighted. I went back and I fixed it all. I went back and I finished my, reference because it had retrieved from before it had any other information, and it's not supposed to do that. So I went back and fixed all 8 of them. I made sure spacing was correct, the font, the size of the letters. I made sure all that was correct. Made sure my in-text citations were correct. And made sure I had my quotations if I needed to, if it was just too similar to even me trying to rephrase it in my own words. And it actually was a page longer when I was done. It was 6 pages. That's not including the cover letter and your references. And I can't believe she gave me a 70. And like I told you, draft 2, which I got no feedback from her, and I didn't add anything to it. I didn't really change anything because I wasn't told to. I was just told to take off the MLA settings because I had 2 settings mixed in to fix that. And I was told to do my in-text citations by e-tutoring. So that was my second draft. 3 days ago when I went and looked at it, I had a 40. When I went back 2 days ago, looked at it, I had a 70, as I told you guys, which made no sense. And now my final paper was a 70. So I'm just waiting for my grade from her, and class technically is done today, which is my last journal entry. But it doesn't matter. Even if she gives me 100, it's not going to really boost my grade up. So I ended up with 81 in her class, and I ended up with an 82 in my human bio class this semester. Next semester, I'm taking Introduction to Earth Science, and Introduction to Microbiology. So hopefully I don't have any more of these kind of teachers, because I did the same exact basic thing. I did a research report in my science class, and in my English tech class, I did a research essay. And I got a 90 on one and 70 on the other. I don't understand it. And I actually put more time into the research essay because it was so important to get that at least that 70. My husband was a little pissed off. He's a semi writer. He has things for the VA that were published for other people to read. And he gets usually at least 90s in all his writing classes. So he was a little pissed off because when I was done, I had him relook at it and make sure my grammar and everything will run on sentences, things of that nature. And he said I should at least have gotten 85, not under that. So there's not much I can do about it. Puppy! So that's one of her new toys from her box that came in. And that toy is for a large dog. She seems to really enjoy it. She's waiting for me to come and chase her. So I posted a ASMR video today when I was next door, my landlord's house. Cat sitting, should be back sometime today. So I went over there and I went into the next room and just tapped on a few things and played with some Christmas candy. And you could barely hear the music, but she had the music for the cat in the kitchen. So I just went into the next room, which I could barely even hear it in the video. But of course I get a copyright notice. It's like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna be playing with people's stuff. And I thought it'd be pretty cool to do an ASMR video in a different location so the area looks different. So I did that. It's not very long, maybe 5 minutes. And then before I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning, I went ahead and updated or uploaded the second video to Visage Horror Game from Steam. Where that is the one, and I wrote it as part 2. That is the one where you see the bug that I keep getting. It doesn't matter if I relive the game, if the first time it fixed is when I walked back down the hallway and I came back. But then it wouldn't fix this time and I fell right. It was like the floor wasn't even there and I fell through. And then it couldn't do nothing. So hopefully they're working on fixing that next. I haven't gotten this far before, so I played it for a couple weeks. Then it was getting to the point where they added candles, but it was unplayable. Even with the candles, wasn't working properly. And the AL was too smart, just way too smart, and it just was there. No real warning to be able to do anything. So they fixed that. They brightened it a little bit. So they added a normal inventory. So hopefully they will be working on this next, is this floor issue. But I thought it was pretty cool. I found it. My husband's going to his guitar concert. He has to leave here by 2. I was gonna go, but I was in bed all day yesterday. I didn't get up until like 8:30. It's my ankle's killing me. The 2 bones that connect the 2 toes on your foot have been cracking. I've got deteriorating bone disease. So it's affecting that foot. That foot, about 10 years ago, maybe 8, 10 years ago, between that time, I was walking in the wintertime and there was snow and I didn't see that there was a big tree, a really old one in it. The root cracked through the cement, but I couldn't see that my foot actually got caught on the root. It was like this through the cement. and it happened to be my right foot, and I had boots on. And when I fell, the heel of the boot actually was ripped off my shoe. That's how hard I fell, and I had groceries in my hand. And the people who lived right there were happened to be outside and saw it, and they came, and I was only a couple blocks away, and it took me like 40 minutes to walk home like that. But they came and they walked me home. They didn't have a car. And then they came back a couple of days later to see how I was. My sister answered the door, scared the shit out of them, because she didn't know who these two men were. And they just wanted to make sure that I was okay. I had to go to the hospital and get x-rays, and they said I sprained my ankle, but I also strained it. And when I did the combination of both of them, the bone on the outside of your ankle, mine adjusted upright. So it's going to be painful, especially when it's cold. So this is just something I go through. I will end up with arthritis, but of course they can never say like when. I mean, it could be settling in and happening now, and I don't know. So my legs haven't been swollen in a couple weeks, which is good. It's just this pain. It's crazy. And then I couldn't even stand up straight yesterday. My back's still very sore in the middle. That's where I had epidurals. So I definitely feel that. And I have scarring from epidurals also, because I moved. So it's just, it snowed a couple of inches. It's really cold. So that's just not a good thing. So I thought I'd do this quick vlog. If my husband's up to it tonight, I will do a recording of him playing the song Hurt. I don't think he can do both. So he might like stop in between to sing or just play the song. I don't know. But yeah, they have to be there and set up by 2:45. I'm guessing they're going to practice for 45 minutes, and then their concert begins at 3:30. I do know that he has a solo by himself, so they might be playing a couple songs in his solo, and I'm not sure how long it's supposed to be. And then, he's done with school until the 22nd, just like me, of January. And then Christmas we're going over his mother's house, and then the 31st we're going over my sister's. So I don't have any cooking to do to go over his mom's. She said she forgot to get the shrimp with the dip, so we're gonna go get a big one of them. But I don't eat seafood, so. And because it gets dark around here between 3:30, and where she lives is up at the by the mountains where there's moose and deer. So we want to be out of there by 3. So she's like, "Oh well, I thought you gotta come over and eat." And I'm like, "Well, last year you wanted to eat at like 1, and now you want to eat at 4. We're not staying up there that late. It is no lights at all. It's just too dangerous. And you don't know if people are drinking and driving. So we're gonna go up there between 12 and 1. And, I don't know if she's going to change her plans now, knowing that we want to leave by 3 or not. But I told her, don't worry about it. It's fine. We figure something out. Because the turkey I'm making for the 31st to bring over my sister's. So, we'll just figure it out. There got to be someplace open, like Applebee's or something we can always go to if you want. So that's about it right now. When my husband goes back to school, I will sit down and I will do a review on Farm Together Steam game. That's $20. I haven't done it. I was going to do it yesterday, but then I just didn't feel good. And I've been like this for about 3 days now. It's just like maybe the stress from school. And now that I know it's completely done and over with, maybe now I can relax a little bit and get some good sleep and, not keep having dreams that I failed this class and had to retake it and couldn't graduate the 4-year college because I didn't have the money for that one class that I needed to take. Because unfortunately, I don't have extra classes. If I fail any, that extra class I would have to take again comes out of my pocket that I don't have. And, because I'm not going after August to school, I won't be going back until January. The last money that I have to live off of for me and my family will be in July. Then I'm not getting any money. That means next Christmas, there's no Christmas gifts for people because we're not going to have the money. You know, a card, that's going to be about it. You know, we probably won't even have a lot of money to like really do a Thanksgiving or a Christmas. Because I like to go, if I'm going to be cooking and slaving, I want to go all out and have a couple days leftovers. But we'll figure everything out. Maybe we'll make a turkey pot pie next year. He likes that. So have a great day, everybody. If you watch any of my videos, I do appreciate it. If you like them, you're always welcome to share them. Any concerns, comments, when this is posted, you can always leave it down below. And I look forward to seeing if anybody wants to chit-chat with me. And when something interesting is going on, I guess I'll vlog again. So I might not vlog as much because, you know, me and my husband, we pretty much stay home. We keep to ourselves. We only talk to close family. But I will be recording Overkill The Walking Dead with my husband. So tomorrow we are going out. We gotta get the Christmas shopping done. And then I can start wrapping things. So we're gonna do that. Gotta go and try to find my husband a couple pair of pants because he keeps ripping his old ones. So now he doesn't have any. He started off the winter season with 8 and he's down to 6, but about 2 fit him really good. So, and I know my experience with my stomach, I have to wear stretchy pants now or jogging pants. I cannot wear jeans at all. It's just too tight around my stomach and it's painful. So with that being said, we might go to Applebee's tomorrow. I don't know, because we got the gift card. If we're going to be up there anyways, Applebee's is right there across the street from Walmart. We're also going to check out GameStop to see if they have any cool shirts for my son. Well, our son. He's 15. So we'll see if they have any cool t-shirts. He doesn't like anything with buttons or fancy or, you know. And then, you know, see if they have any plushies. He does like to collect stuff like that, as long as like Pokemon or Zelda or something of that nature. He has a big collection in his room since he was a little kid. And then I asked my sister yesterday, talked to her for a little bit, see if my mother dropped off his gift yet so that I can give it to him. And, you know, it's been like 10 days since I talked to her last. Only to say, you know, and say you spending money and it always gets returned. Just, I can give it to him and let him know it's from you. Take a picture and I'll send you a picture. And, yeah, it's been like 10 days. She goes up there to her boyfriend's every weekend, which she's there 3 days. And so there's no need. He's 5 minutes down the road. And again, my sister can't leave to go pick it up because she has clients to take care of 24/7. And then her husband, again, has been really sick as well. So, I don't know. And Holly did remind Mom a couple of days ago, you know, Kelly's coming the 31st, and she's picking up all his gifts so that he can get them. Would be nice if you dropped it off. But I guess she figures it's such a long time, she doesn't have to rush. I don't know. And I think it's funny that she sold her car, that there was nothing wrong with it, $9,000 car to my uncle, and left herself with no car. He came and picked it up October, actually my birthday. He came and picked it up. He spent one night and then he left. He's disabled, so he doesn't have to go to work or anything like that. And he hasn't been out here to visit my mom about 8 years. She's always going over there, driving 4 or 5 hours to Rhode Island, back and forth, wear and tear and stuff. So it would have been nice, you know, so that she does have a place for him to spend a couple days with her. But I don't know. So now she has no car, and she's gonna start looking either March or April for another one. But she I don't know if she's still paying on a bank loan or whatever, but she had bills pile up when she had something personally happen, so she had to claim bankruptcy. So she just can't go and, get a loan. They're not going to do it unless you have like $5,000 put down. And she's also totaled 4 cars in the past 8 years. So that's another reason why it's going to be hard for her because her insurance that she did have since she was out here for 8 years dropped her. And they had to find another one for her that was like $100 more. So it is going to be difficult. I don't know what she's thinking. Being disabled, you're living on a small amount of money. You can't afford to get another car, or get a loan, or anything like that. I mean, she could always go to one of those places, like Easy Pay, car places, buy here, pay here, but I mean, they still want 2,000-3,000 put down. So, but that's on her. So she was trying to get my sister's husband to sell his car to her, and they keep telling her it's not drivable. It needs tires, and each tire is $250. It needs a whole brake job and rotors and all that needs to be done to it. It needs a tune up. It hasn't had a tune up and an oil change either. Like, you can't afford to go buy a car. How are you going to afford to fix this one? And then pay me for it, because my sister still doesn't own it. She's been paying on it for 4 years. Almost. She's almost there. So, yeah. Well, I hope everybody has a great day. I'll stop chit-chatting now. Bye, guys. I'm going to start cooking lunch.